Hey everybody, so I want to share with you a few of the new products I have on my face right now, just moisturizer and foundation primer. I actually did a little bit of a demo for a Zoom right before this for a consultant, so I have a little bit of under eye corrector on there. But I want to show you basically with a naked face with nothing on yet. There's two correcting products that we have now. A lot of you already know about the under eye corrector for under the eyes. That's awesome. But now there's a green corrector stick. And I wanted to share with you like what's the difference and the different areas that you might be wanting to correct. And so under my eyes, I am very bluish purplish, like around here and under here. Like that little kind of like crescent shape is always blue purple. And then my nose is always red. I always have a redness around my nose, kind of in the crink right there, but it actually kind of travels down a little bit on that side. So on the big color wheel that looks like a big rainbow in a wheel, across from peachy orange is blue purple. So for blue purple areas, you want to cover it up with a peachy orange and that'll actually neutralize it. And then for red areas, you cover it with green. This is our new limited edition green stick, and it will neutralize green areas. So I'm gonna just show you really quick the difference between those two correcting products. But first, I'm gonna put on my lips. So this is the new Intuitive pH Lip Balm, and it actually adjusts with the chemistry of the person's body that it goes on. So it looks different on every person, but it is super moisturizing. Oh my gosh, like you can just see how moisturizing it looks. So I'm like addicted, like not really addicted, but I love it so much. I just go back to it during the middle of the day, not because I need moisture, but I just love the way it feels. So you can see like it'll slowly adjust, but it'll have a little bit of a pink color. It's just like kind of a soft, what do they call it? Subtle flesh. That doesn't sound appealing. I can't remember what they called it. Flush, not flesh. A subtle flush tone. So mine gets a little bit pink. Okay, so correcting underneath. The under eye corrector, again, we've had that for a long time, comes out with that little doe foot applicator. I usually take a little bit of the excess off. And then I just cover where it looks dark. Just purple blue. If you put it where it's not purple blue, it'll look orange like Oompa Loompa. And you don't want to look like Oompa Loompa. But then I use my cream brush to just blend it in. And I do take it on my eyes because I do have that purple blue underneath my eyes, and I love brightening up my eyes by just putting that on there. So, and you just kind of, it's like, see how it's just kind of like a patting motion? This is like sleep in a bottle. It's like a sleep stick. Wow, I'm awake. You don't look tired anymore, right? So that is under eye corrector. Honestly, sometimes, do you see what I just did? That was habit. Because I used to only use the under eye corrector on my, I used to use it on my red because we didn't have the green corrector stick. So I would take the excess from my brush and just kind of cover up in that red spot in the middle. All right, green corrector stick is, so this is 16. The green corrector stick is 14, but it's only limited edition. If we love it enough and we tell the company, please keep it around, sometimes that has happened. Can you guys see that? Like how it's red? Oh my. Okay, so the green, it looks like the Hulk when you're putting it on, right? I mean, seriously, like I'm still kind of getting used to this, so I'm being very vulnerable. I'm sure that, like I'm still practicing and getting used to it, but obviously you don't leave it like that, right? So then, and I just use the same stick, I guess technically, or cream color brush, you could switch, but I figure they're both trying to correct and conceal and cover. So, but see how it's that same kind of like, I'm not brushing with the tip, I'm literally patting with the edge. So it's just kind of blending it in. So it still has a little bit of a green hue to it, but it has definitely neutralized it where it doesn't look red. Can y'all see that difference? Like this side of me is way more red than that side, just so you know. But you can see like how much brighter everything is starting to look. And then you can put your foundation on top. So I have my foundation brush, my foundation. I like to use this one. It's a little bit, there's a blending brush and then this is a liquid foundation brush. They're both fantastic. But for around like here where I just put product, I like to just kind of pat it. And because to me, it's like, it's almost like using a blending sponge that I'm just going to kind of do like that. So I don't move the product around too much. That was a lot of foundation for just my nose area. Yikarumba. Okay. You could use under eye corrector after your foundation, just so you know. You might use less. You might not pick up and move it around as much. We actually usually recommend to do it after foundation, but if I'm working on all those areas and I'm like, I need to brighten up, I just tend to do it before. So I'm just kind of spraying it out. I'm not really doing it on my whole face, kind of, but I'm just focusing more on the middle. But I'm just, I don't look green anymore. Yay, right? So look how much brighter. It doesn't look as blue purple, and it doesn't look as red around my nose anymore. So those are the corrector sticks, green corrector stick, under eye corrector, and then a little bit of that lip balm. Can y'all see? It's just such a pretty pink, but on some, it just looks different on different people. So there you go, 2 new products that are limited edition. Oh, and the lip balm, Mary Kay's donating $1 to the Mary Kay Foundation for every sale of the lip balm. It is, I think it's 18. And there's a lot in there. I mean, you could keep twisting and twisting it up. It's a really big lip balm. It's actually the same price as some of our lipsticks. But the moisture factor is amazing, and the fact that they're donating $1, and our Mary Kay Foundation helps support research for women's cancers, and more importantly right now, ending domestic violence. So not that that's more important. I didn't mean that that's more important than cancer. I feel like it's a heightened awareness right now with everyone being quarantined. It's just a bad spot to be if domestic violence is your world. And so I just feel like that awareness is really being heightened right now. And so just even more passionate about donating to the Mary Kay Foundation, who gives to the shelters for women. Actually, the YWCA in Lynchburg has gotten the one of the grants from Mary Kay Foundation twice. It's pretty awesome. They've given over, I didn't plan on talking about all this, over $80 million. And each year for each state, they pick a different women's shelter from each state, and depending on the size of the state, more than one. So the bigger the state, the more than one. But each one of the 50 states has a shelter every year that gets it. But they do more than just donate to the shelter. They have programs for women and children. They do awareness of dating violence, and have coordinated with a texting app. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. I didn't do my research before this. I wasn't planning on talking about that. But anyway, so I hope that you learned a little bit about the difference between correcting with a peach undertone and a green undertone. And if you have any questions, reach out to me, or if you want any of them. My first order of them will be arriving tomorrow. So excited. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.